We had the very, very good fortune of visiting our clients in Africa last week. And an amazing group of industrious, hardworking people. And
I can stand up, right?
sure. Okay. And everywhere where we were, for those of you who have been to Africa, you see men and women walking on the side of the road, carrying things largely on their heads. It was amazing. We saw tables and umbrellas and baskets of fruit and wreaths. It's just amazing. Beautiful people. And most of the people, I'd say at least half of what we saw, were carrying 5-gallon yellow jugs of water. Right? Carrying them on their heads, strapped to their bicycles. Sometimes the driver would have 2 on their handlebars. They'd have a person sitting on the back, with 3, water jugs, because water is such an incredibly important part of life. And in that part of the world, you have to work hard to get your water. And we have had an award here that we've given to people over the years called the Water Carrier Award. And the Water Carrier Award recognizes someone who brings that water of knowledge and that water of love and that water of humility to his people and to his village, or her village, her people. And John, for the last months that you have stepped up to support us, not only as our Senior Vice President of Resource Development, but you have stepped in to be the interim CEO role when you had so much on your plate already. And we just admire you, we thank you, we recognize your leadership. And we recognize too that the water carrier doesn't just bring water and nourishment, knowledge and humility, but the water carrier is the sage, the wise trust group leader that shares the stories and the traditions and keeps the spirit and the harmony and the unity alive. And we really know that in these last months, John, with all these changes, it would have been easy for you to say, not me, I have too much going on. But instead you said, if not me, then who? So we wanted to present to John the very, very special Water Carrier Award that we have to present to you. Then we hope that you'll keep that somewhere special. And you'll, as you look around this room, this is from each and every one of these faces right here. This is from all of us to you with our gratitude.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Did you get that from?
Well, thank you to all of you. I really appreciate it. And, these last 9 months have been absolutely phenomenal. And it's very clear that I could not have survived the last 9 months without all of you, without the leadership of Greg and Reed and Steve, and without Sherry. And Sherry just told me what to do and where to go and when to do it. And all I did was show up. So, and every single one of you, it's been an absolute joy to spend time in the field with you, to meet with our donors and interact with them. So I'm grateful for the opportunity these last 9 months. I'm really excited. September 4th is marked very clearly on my calendar. And I'm really, really excited as we head into this fundraising season, because as the guys have mentioned, as Steve has mentioned, there's a lot of great reasons to be optimistic for this year. There's a lot of stuff in the pipeline. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a challenge for us, but we can do it. And I've had multiple discussions with Vicki. I think you're going to hear from her tomorrow. One of the things that she stresses every single time I talk to her is how much she loves fundraising. So I think she wants to get out in the field. She wants it. She made a comment to me today. She goes, these first 4 months, all I'm going to do is spend time with the fundraisers. And I said, okay. That's until you hear about Serbia, and that's until you hear about Malawi, and that's until, but you know what? That's where her heart is. And she told me that they've had some challenging, the last 6 months have been challenging at Feeding America, and so she's been on the road constantly for the last 6 months. And they came within 3% of their goal, so she's very proud of that. So it gives you an indication of how much she loves being with the fundraisers, with donors, and being in the trenches with us. So I think we're headed to some really, really exciting times over this next season. But greatly appreciate this. I know there's been very, very few people. John, I know you're a fellow water carrier holder, so I accept this with much gratefulness. So thank you so much.